Hello, my name is Minnie.
And I am Bo.
We are here to tell you about the pros and cons of the global economy.
So listen up, because you might learn something.
A good thing about it is that you, the consumer, can get stuff cheap and stuff that you normally could not get. I mean, for 100 years ago, most people have not even tasted a banana.
Really?
Yes, and the general progress would get higher, for the many companies would try to get better or cheaper ways to make their products, so they can get an edge over their rival companies.
This is, however, a price. Companies is moving their factories to countries where the workers do not need to have a high salary. So people in the more rich countries could lose their job, and a way for the companies to make their products cheaper or better could come at the price of important resources like clear water or precious hours, which they would take from the people, who may not know the true price of it.
A thing to think about is that in the countries with mostly uneducated populations, a job at a factory may not be so bad, because they could get paid okay for the country's standards. And in the countries where most people is educated, the companies can place their more challenged facilities like research or most stuff that requires knowledge about a computer. And this had also the effect that it makes countries specialize in making different stuff.
But like the other thing, this also have a negative effect. First, it can have that effect is traps people from these uneducated populations, so they can't get an education and become something else than workmen. And in a country with most of the population educated, there may be problem for those who is not smart enough to get a good education. However, one will in a long time need people to do jobs like trash man. There is also a few other fears with global economy, like that some very big companies could end up getting control over small and poor countries. It may seem like fantasy, but the truth is that big global companies have more power than ever before.
Another fear is that having so many countries' economy bound together, it could end up doing great damage to other countries if a big one have problems with its economy. This is something we already have seen before and are also saying right now.
The last fear we are gonna talk about is that it is possible for a disease to come to many countries in very short time, if it came for some animal or food. This has been seen before with the Silk Road and the pest. The pest would likely not have made it to Europa if the Silk Road had not been there at the time.
And trust us, we do not want something like the pest again. You may think that it sounds like there are more bad sides to the global economy than good sides. This is right, but you need to remember that the good sides are okay big, and a lot of the bad side are something that could happen. There is no telling that it does happen, and there are organizations out there working to keep trade fair.
We hope that you have learned something from this video, and that you are now more informed when it comes to the good and bad about the global economy. Bye.